It's been a long, bumpy ride sitting back in the saddle. It's time to get down, dirty up our knees into battle. Oh, come on, round up the boys, gonna make the walls rattle. Oh, our flag is tattered and our bones are shattered, but it doesn't matter 'cause we're moving forward. Round 'em up, let's go. Round 'em up, let's go.
Round 'em up, let's go. We are here in Napa, Idaho for the premier reining event of the world, the TKO. There's going to be so much excitement going on this entire week. We're going to see some big rides and big slides, but above that, the big purse. I'll tell you what, the money that is going to be at this show is phenomenal. There are classes with $10,000 added, brought to you by the Great Western Reining Horse Association. It's the TKO, the Total Knockout. This is the place to be.
Round 'em up, let's go. Round 'em up, let's go.
Let's get ready to TKO.
We've been thinking about doing this for a long time, and so we brought it's TKO The Knockout, world premiere reining event. What makes it completely different outside the box is there's no aged events, so there's no fraternities, no derbies, no maturities. It's just the open, the intermediate open, limited open.
Anybody can come play.
Yep, it's all the Category 1 classes. The only difference is there's $154,000 in added money.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Yes. It's a place to come and show your horse.
It is.
It's a place for your owners to want to pump horses into here.
There's certificates you can get for your horses.
Okay.
And it goes from like, here's a silver certificate, gold, a platinum, and it's based on money earned on Category 1. Well, what better place to do is come someplace where there's a lot of money in Category 1.
Sure.
That's what we've got. So the other thing is that in the NRHA, our world champions, reserve world champions, the top 10 world finalists are all based on these Category 1 classes. Nothing on the Category 2, the fraternities, derbies, and stuff like that. All Category 1. And there are people back east that, they make a trailer race out of it. I mean, you go and you're trying to hit. It's like rodeo.
Yes.
You know what? You're just trying to hit everything you can to try to earn enough money to be at the top of the list at the end of the year. Most classes you're going to go to, $1,000 added, $2,000 added. Our open class is $20,000 added.
That's nice.
Intermediate, both the open and the non-pro. Intermediate is $15,000 added. One of the other nice things about having this show is there's not a lot of division in the NRHA in the age 2 events between level 1 pretty well that's set there, but the level 2, 3, and 4. I mean, there are times you can have $1 million rider who could be in a level 2.
Sure.
And there's not a lot of differentiation, especially in the Northwest, between those divisions. But you know what? There is a lot of division between, say, the open and the intermediate open.
Right.
And so, you know what? If that open rider won more than $7,500, I think it's $7,500. If he won more than that last year, he's not in the intermediate, so you're not competing against. And we're putting $15,000 in that class.
Oh, nice.
You don't have to compete against those folks that maybe have been really successful. We're hoping that what we're going to do is we're going to have some world champions, reserve world champions, top 10. We're excited about that.
The thing that I've noticed in every discipline in the Western industry is the cream rises to the top.
Yep.
It just gives you an opportunity to get there. So then you win this one, man, you're in the open now.
That's
right.
right.
You know, I mean, now you're one of them. So you're putting enough money in there to change that cream around a little bit, mix up that bowl.
Well, and the neat thing about this too is that it pays on what we call Schedule B, which means it actually pays down about halfway down. Instead of the top 25%,
right?
It's top 50%.
Nice.
And the entry fees are really low with a lot of added money. You could be that 15th spot and still win more money than what your entry fees were.
That's great.
Most of the time, you got to go to the age events.
Yeah.
You got to be in the top 5, 6, 7 in there to be able to make some decent money. Think about the novice horse class. Typical novice horse classes are The good ones are $500 added,
Yeah.
$1,000 added.
Right.
We're going to have 3 slates of classes. One of those slates has a $10,000 added level 1, $10,000 level 2, and a $10,000 level 3 in the open and a non-pro.
Okay.
So you'd have to, at a $500 added, you got to go through that trailer race to 20 horse shows to equate to one show here in Nampa, Idaho.
We are going to take you on a tour of the great facility here. You're going to enjoy it. Come along with me as we go for a ride. We're here with Mr. Jay Stillwell. So he's here cleaning the water feature. I'll tell you what, this man, the concierge over everything here, making sure that everybody gets in where they need to be. We took a little tour around there and was looking and seeing where the expansion's going to be, and we could see your temporary power going in. You guys do a great job here.
Yeah, we got a pretty good guy that has the generators and all of the power boxes and cords and does a really good job for us. It's pretty busy here.
Good to see you and get an interview with you. Thanks, Jay. We'll talk to you down the road. Okay. Jay Stillwell says he wants Georgia Strait to come out of retirement. Matchbox 20's playing here tonight. You know, there's something always going on. This center is the place to be. This is moving. I mean, it's 101. These guys get dirty and work. You can get a look at all these hay bags, what it takes. How many horses did you bring?
We brought 10 here, 15 bales, ton of hay.
Good to see you, Si, and good luck this week.
Yep.
This is where all the important action happens. Lori, tell us a little bit about how things are going for the TKO move-in.
The Rainers are amazing. They travel a lot. They go to facility to facility, so they know what it's like to move in and move out. We just so happen to have a gun show in the Idaho Center and an amphitheater concert tonight, in addition to the horse show loading in. So it is very busy on the facility.
Well, we appreciate all of you, and we'll let you get back to work. What is your goal here? You said you're going to be here till Wednesday, and then you've got to check out.
Just came up here quick. We're both have money in the novice horse in multiple shows. Try to school up in Monday, Tuesday, and get some of that novice horse money to help us climb in that standing. Hopefully we'll keep getting money throughout the show season to help us get a world standing.
Very best of luck this week in all that you do.
Okay, well thanks. We'll see you around.
Okay. Oh, now this is what we're looking for. This is our secretary. This is great. Dawn, come tell us. The hostess with the mostest is secretary.
Right.
Let's see a hula hoop. See, these are some of the antics that's going to be going on this week at the TKO.
I heard it was hot outside and I needed to come see.
The only thing hot outside today is you. I'll tell you what, we love seeing this. Thanks, Dawn. We're going to let you get back to whatever it was you were doing. Well, folks, I got to tell you, that was an exciting tour. I always love coming to this venue and checking out the facility because there's things changing all the time. We was able to stop at the check-in office, see what they're doing, seeing the RV spots, where the expansion is going to be. People are checking in their stalls, doing load-ins. I mean, right down to the very last part of it. They're getting vendors going in, and then here comes the sumo wrestler. Stay tuned this week. The TKO is going to be fantastic.
Lord, we know that you have plans and purposes for all of us, Lord. The very breath that we breathe and the hair that is on our head, Lord, you have a number on them. And so, Lord, I just pray that as you present yourself to us, just as Melchizedek did to Abram, Lord, that we would, by faith, receive you into our hearts, Lord, that you've come and you've paid the price for our sin. Lord, you ransomed us, your word tells us, Lord, that those who hear your words and to do them have passed from death to life. So I pray that for us tonight, Lord. I pray that for your people, and that you would, Lord, I just pray that you'd bless this week and the people who come and compete, Lord, that you would be with them, watch over the horses, Lord. And we just thank you for the promises that you give us, your people, as we look to you, the author and finisher of our faith. In Jesus' name, amen.
Coming up after the break, music of Cowboy Church.
In the way they should go.
This break is brought to you by Stall Grazer. Folks, I'm here with Pat McCarty with Stall Grazer, the owner of Stall Grazer. Him and his wife Dana has been taking care of this. You was talking to me, we were talking 25 years you designed this feeder.
It's been about 25 years now since we first designed the feeder. We went through quite a few design changes over those 25 years to come up with what the final product is, but we've been manufacturing these for a long, long time.
You know, one of the neat things was we were talking about it, when I first walked up to them and seen them, because I haven't been familiar with them or been around, I'm like, where do you hang these and how do they hang? That was the first question I asked you.
Right.
And your answer was amazing because it's fact.
It is fact. You cannot hang a feeder for a horse. They're grazers. They eat with their head on the ground. Their teeth don't align until their head's on the ground. So the higher you bring a horse's head up, the more the top plate rises over the bottom plate. And you'll be off by half a tooth if you're up at, 4 feet off the ground where they like to hang those hanging feeders, you know.
Sure.
So the feeders belong on the ground. That way they don't pull the hay out of them. If you do see hanging feeders, you'll see you put the hay in them, immediately they pull the hay out.
Yes.
And they do that because they need to, they have to. There's no way they can eat up there.
Yeah, they can't. They're not like giraffes. They can't swallow.
Exactly.
They've got to be on the ground.
As I said, those teeth aren't going to align. And the other big thing is that now that we can contain it and they're not pulling it out, we can do even something that's more important, and that's feed them correctly. Horses don't eat meals. We decided to feed horses meals. But horses are, again, grazers. They eat 17 hours a day on a pasture. You'll see them head down. I mean, it's like they're eating all the time, but they're slowly ingesting feed, as opposed to if you feed meals twice a day, they're going to hammer that meal, be done in 45 minutes, and the whole process is not how they're designed.
Well, I was noticing looking at these feeders, there's 3 different compartments in there.
Right.
So you can feed 3 different choices, be it pellets, grains, supplements, salt, whatever minerals you need, and whatever your horse needs.
Correct. So we have a 3-compartment feeder. It's a molded one-piece design for durability, but the 3 compartments are very important. And so the main cavity is hay. That's a big area that'll hold a full day's worth of hay for a horse. We have 3 manufacturing facilities in the U.S., Oklahoma, Colorado, and Indiana. We have 250 approximate dealers in the United States. We are through distribution in Europe and also Canadian distribution. So we're covering it pretty well. We ship direct into this year. We've shipped to Costa Rica, Dubai, places you wouldn't even think they have horses, but they know about our feeder and they want them, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, Pat, thank you very much for the interview.
You bet.
Sure
Thank
appreciate your
you.
time.
Is there any forgiveness for the things I've done? Is there pardon for sinners? 'Cause I know that I'm one before you. Before you. Would you take this heart of foulness and make it clean again? Would you pour on me your mercy as I confess my sin before you? the way they should go, and place your Holy Spirit in me. Lord, lead me in the way everlasting. I long to have a heart that's pure, and I need to have a heart that's pure before you. Before you. Oh Lord, forgive me. I need your mercy. Oh Lord, forgive me. Forgive me. I need your mercy. Your mercy. So point my feet in the way they should go, and place your Holy Spirit in me. Lead me in the ways everlasting. I long to have a heart that's pure, and I need to have a heart that's pure before you. Before you.
We would like to take a second here and welcome you to the complimentary dinner brought to you by the Great Western Reining Horse Association. TKO is a world premiere event, and we are happy to have you here. We wish you all great luck going through the week in the classes that you ride in. The TKO, the Total Knockout. This is the new premier reining event coming here to the horse park. Let's talk about your involvement and what the Idaho Horse Park Foundation is going to do for the TKO.
Well, we're so thrilled to have this event come beyond. I mean, it's just a great event coming. And so what the foundation is going to do, we're going to give back this year, and we're going to host a VIP night, and we'll have beer and wine, all free to our participants, and great snacks. So we'll set the season one night, we'll set it off to a good start.
That'll be a lot of fun. We sure appreciate the way that the foundation supports us, and we support the foundation. It's a family that goes together. We are united as the Western industry, and we appreciate everything that the Horse Park Foundation does for us, and we like to do what we can to help you all back out too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry.
So much.
Coming up after the break, we will show you the latest edition for the TKO. Rennick Reining Horses will bring you this next break. I'll tell you what, this is an interview I have been looking forward to for several years. Nicole Rennick Reining Horses, one of the toughest gals to get an interview with, and this is why. She is always so busy. She's got horses galore, and she's just wanted everywhere. She's busy. Now you moved into Sky River Ranch, and you'll be training out of there.
I am, yes.
There's going to be two of you, and they're training out of there.
Yep.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, my fiance, Adam Johnson. I'm really looking forward to it. We've kind of been talking about it for a little while, hoping that things could work out and that could work to get us both in there together. So, and it finally did, and we get along great and love what we do.
Well, that'll be fun. Two different entities.
Yep.
Three different entities, if you talk
Yes.
about the Strouds
Yes,
and everything
absolutely.
coming across there. But three great minds, three sets of great minds
Yep.
coming together. I can't wait to see what comes out of that barn.
I'm super excited and very thankful that they gave the opportunity.
Nicole, it was a great interview, and I'm so glad we got to talk to you
Yeah.
finally. Thanks a bunch, Nicole.
Thank you.
It's exciting. Where else can you go and run for like 15,000 in an intermediate open?
It's a cool event, can put you up there in the world standings real fast.
Here at the TKO Lounge is a spot where you can sit back, relax. We have two video screens, usually indoor and outdoor. This one right now is a new feature that we brought up. This is the leaderboard. It shows you where you need to be and where you're at in the money, what money you stand to win currently. So as the show goes on, you can see where you stand, what you stand to win, or what you stand to lose. Need to pay attention to the leaderboard. We're so thankful for Caleb Tipton and all of his technology. See people stopping by, they're checking out the leaderboard. It's a new feature that we have added, and I'll tell you what, the people are enjoying it. One of the best things that happens at the TKO Lounge is the location. Right here on Vendor Row, you can walk up and down, do your shopping, and when your feet get tired, stop by the lounge and see what's going on inside and outside and who's at the top of the leaderboard.
What do you want? And really, I think we all have to ask ourselves that question. What do we want in our life? What do we think is necessary in our life? Do we want money? Do we want prestige? Do we want power? Do we want to have our name known? Do we want to be better than the next guy? Maybe the question should be, what do I need? What is my greatest need? And so we look at two people, Abraham, who's called the father of faith, and he has a nephew named Lot, right? Abraham represents a person of faith, where Lot represents a person who is walking in the flesh, a self-satisfied life, and the contrast is actually quite fascinating. Now, Lot got in a pickle because he was trying to, he was living a self-satisfied life. In fact, we see Abraham here fight. Lot didn't know how to fight, right? Because he had just been feeding himself all the pleasures of life. So God allows people to satisfy themselves. Then when rough times come, it's like they're on their own because they have no concept of how to survive, no concept of how to fight. We all know people that all they can think about is themselves. That's all they can think about. When life throws them a curve, it's like they melt into a puddle. They have no tenacity. They have no as my grandpa would say, they have no sand in their craw to fight. John tells us about this too, just about loving the world and loving self. 1 John 2 verses 15 through 17 says, "Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world, and the world is passing away, and the lust thereof. But he who does the will of God abides forever." I love what the Bible says about God's enemies. It says, because it says that God will fight for us, right? That when actually people when someone touches God's people or comes against God's people, it's like touching the apple of his eye, the Bible says. And so here in Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 4, it says, "For the Lord your God is he who goes with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you." God is not afraid to get in his enemy's face. And so neither was Abraham here, right? He went and he defeated these kings. In fact, when you read about it in the New Testament, in Hebrews chapter 7, it says that he slaughtered them, right? That this Abram, this father of faith, was also a mighty warrior. "Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle." It's important for young people, especially young men, to know how to defend themselves. Someday they might have to defend one of their children or their wife. And if they've never been in a confrontation like that, I mean, they're going to be at a loss. And so too in our spiritual life, if we're not doing stuff, if we're not seeking God, if we don't have a prayer life, if we don't read God's word and put it in our heart, how are we going to know what to do when there's a spiritual crisis? Just like Satan wants to kill, steal, and destroy, take all that he can from you. But Jesus wants to come and commune, right? That whole bread and wine is a picture of communion. He actually will give you what you need. So you have to ask yourself, like what I started with, right? What do you want? You know, we want a shinier buckle, a newer truck, a better home, prettier wife. You know, I don't know what people want, but do you want what you need? The God who created the universe has a desire to come and live in you and me. We just have to want what we need.
Coming up, the unfortunate adventures of Tim Bauer. This break is brought to you by the Equine Oasis. All right, we're here with Tim Bauer. We've had multiple interviews with this guy. I noticed some things are changing, Tim. I'm looking around. Holy cow, this looks like a storefront now. Something's missing.
Yeah, the trailer. It's sitting in the parking lot saying, "Hey, I need an axle."
You know, it was kind of funny in the scavenger hunt we talked about and stuff. One of your trivia questions was, how many miles does Tim Bauer drive a year?
Where's Tim? Oh, right, Tim. Well, we're going to ask you 20 questions so we can come up with a good answer. It's higher than 20,000?
Yes.
Higher than 40?
No.
It's between 20 and 40. Higher than 30? So it's between 20 and 30? Okay, between 27 and 30? So between 20 and 27 then. Oh, lower. 26K.
Knock on wood. I don't know if we jinxed it with that interview or how that all went down, but alas, the trailer quit him. But Tim, we're glad you made it here. I imagine it was quite a feat to get everything in here with no trailer to pull.
Well, details. You know, just hook up and go. Yeah, we got the trailer here. And once we got it here, we got her unloaded.
Run it till it sounds expensive.
Yeah. Well, it quit sparking, and so we're good.
I was wondering what them wildfires were in southern Idaho.
Go fast enough, we're good. Yeah, it's a sled.
Well, we sure appreciate all you do for the reining shows here in Napa, Tim. And we'll see you down the road, hopefully on wheels.
Yep. There you go. Well,
Thank you.
thanks.
Rhonda, we need to talk a little bit about one of our dear friends and great sponsors here at the reining shows, Tim Bauer.
He's a great guy. I love Tim. Okay.
It's amazing,
Yeah,
right?
he is.
Had a little problem getting here, trailer breaking down, things happening. But here's the cute thing, and I was just talking to him. Did we jinx it with the scavenger hunt and the trivia question?
No way. I couldn't. I am lucky. You forgot that part.
You are lucky.
So, no. So, if anything, I am here to bring Tim some good luck. I mean, Tim's the man that even when something doesn't go together right and you take it in, he just puts it together for you, puts a screw in it, changes out something for you and hands it back to you and says, have a good day. So
The horse reiner's handyman.
He is, yeah.
So talking about help for Tim, there's several ways we can do this. There's a raffle going on. You can buy raffle tickets. In the raffle is going to be a set of Romels. They have a handmade knife from folks here on Bender Row. There's a hanging beaded pitcher.
Oh,
one of those gorgeous pictures you've seen.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm in.
oh, you know, there's several ways to get these tickets.
I heard about this. I mean, there's even like little kids running around here with handmade written signs, you know, selling raffle tickets for Tim because everybody loves him.
The other thing you can do is we can stop in the office. You can get them there. If you happen to be at home, don't be afraid to call in. The number will appear at the bottom of the screen there, be on the ribbon. Go ahead and call in. Give him your credit card. Help Tim out a little bit. All these proceeds are going to further help him get up and down the road so he can further help us. Tickets are 1 for $5, 5 for $20, and the neat thing is if you want to spend $100, you can get your body length or whoever happens to be standing close to you. You know, who's the tallest person you know around here?
Oh, maybe Sean McBurney?
Sean McBurney, yeah.
They're camped close to me. I might be able to work a deal.
Weasel him in there, yeah. Because, I mean, let's put it, you have that altitude disease.
I do.
Yeah?
I do. Yeah.
You didn't grow very tall, so.
I'm not going to get a good deal on that, on the by my height deal. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you better make friends with Sean.
Okay, I can do that.
But folks, we'd appreciate anything you can do. And Rhonda, we appreciate your time and the interview. And
Yeah. Anything for Tim. Let's get him going.
we appreciate it. Thank you. I'm here with Matt Livengood. I've been calling him Living Good. We just got that corrected. It's been fun. Hey, tell us about the new stuff back here at the back gate.
They've got this this big screen back here that's a leaderboard, and it's got the draw on it. It's got all the drags listed on it, and then as the scores come in, they put those scores up, and so people can see exactly where they are in the class. And this has been an incredible addition. Before we had a whiteboard and had to write them all down and try to keep tabs and erase and fix it and all that. This just keeps it all straight. The competitors love it. I love it because I can look up and go, oh, okay, we're just about there.
That's neat to see because you can honestly look. You can see who's up now, who's up next, who's coming up in 1 or 2. Then you glance over to the other half of it. Man, there's your leaders. And this updates instantaneously when they come out and the scores hit the scoreboard, right?
Yes, they do. As soon as the scores get announced, they hit the scoreboard, they're right here. So it's instant, like you said, instantaneous.
You know, and that's awesome. And the other thing, we've got another TV set up over there. You can come here, see where you're at, where you are in the standings. Then you can go over and review your run a horseback, too. Thanks, Matt. Great to have you here at the show, and it's great to see you.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yep. This guy's got a sleeper of a horse here. Number 6. All right. Okay.
One of the greatest things that happens at all of the reining shows here in Napa, Idaho is the draw parties. All the contestants look forward to it. And I'll tell you what, the Great Western Reining Horse Association goes above and beyond to be creative at each and every draw party.
The bar is down there. They're serving wine and beer for free. That's the best kind.
From throwing dice to free beer, there's craps, there's cornhole, there's going to be draw pong.
She's an old pro at this. That's the one I wanted, but go ahead.
It's all kinds of fun. They have creative ways to keep things going here.
Look at that, a face only a mother could love. Oh, I do. I love him. I love him. He looks like he's been chasing parked cars.
Winner, number 1. Woo! You know what that means? Clean ground.
Are you 21? You can't play this game then.
40. You gotta go talk to Dusty, and you gotta give him a song. You've always had a song you wanted to ride to. Now's your time. Woohoo!
Go ahead. Let her rip, Tater Chip.
George Dipterios. Is that close? I got the George part right. Yeah.
Number 1. Good job. Good job. Woo!
So it's a great way to win prizes. If you're a contestant, make sure you're there or have a representative. All kinds of great things for these draw parties.
Pick a chip. That's good. 16. Way to go. All right, good job. Get your song picked out. Hey, Dusty, check that song. We are a PG, family-rated, show here. Yep. Yeah. 7! Woohoo!
dinner, chicken dinner. All right.
The Knockout World Premier Reining Event.
Coming up after the break, see what we're doing this time. Always keeping it exciting with the Great Western Reining Horse Association and their draw parties.
I want to thank everybody who has patience. My wife doesn't. All right, how are you, cornholing?
This break is brought to you by Brighton Performance Horses. Folks, I am here with Thomas Brighton with Brighton Performance Horses. Thomas, let's talk about your program and what you do at home in your barn and how many horses you've got and what your program is right now.
Our program is revolved around reining horses, obviously. We do it all. We do all the aspects of reining horses. We start with the 2-year-olds and hopefully bring them up through their futurity year and then keep them through their derby years, and then hopefully they all make good rookie horses later on.
Are you breeding at your facility, bringing up colts from babies, or are these a lot of your outside horses?
There's mostly outside horses, but the last couple of years, my wife in particular is kind of taking a little bit of the breeding thing under I guess her supervision, under her wing, and that's kind of been her baby. So we've got a couple of home-raised babies that we're just crawling on this year, and they seem to be going pretty good. So we'll see if we're good at it or if we need to leave it to somebody else.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to be just fine with it. Tell me about this show, what it means to you coming here.
We love the Great Western shows. They're just a great place for people like me to come and put some earnings on some horses, and we don't have to drive across the country to be able to do it. George and Robin, they do such a great job putting these on, and they take good care of us, and that's why we like to sponsor Great Western. Is it's just a great group of people, and they really care about horses, and they care about all their participants.
Well, now that's one of the things that's going on with three shows are going to be at the same venue here.
Well, and it's exciting because where else can you go to run for like 15,000 in an intermediate open?
Exactly. Yep. Thomas, it's been great visiting with you, and good luck throughout the week.
Hey, thank you.
The Knockout World Premier Reining Event. What a deal. You happen to be here. You're going to come up here, you get a number, and then what you're going to do is this line right here, line up right there and throw at that cornhole, and if you hit the hole and it goes in, you win a prize. You get here and you get this memorable, something like that. Got TKO on this little chip. You're all looking at my hat right now going, I wish I could have one of those. Yes, you can. All you got to do is stand right there, throw it through that hole, and make it in the hole, and you can have a hat. Memorabilia, that's what that was. It's memorabilia. One more thing, and I'm a numbers guy. I'm a retired engineer. Emphasis on retired. Total purse tomorrow, $51,463. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the most important things, go pick out your song, because if you don't pick out a song, someone's going to pick one out for you.
Thank you, guys.
I want to thank everybody who has patience. My wife doesn't. All right, how are you, cornholing? I want to see you throw that beanbag right over there and do it. All right, put it in that hole. Oh, almost. Take those. You bet. They're yours. It's for you. Souvenirs to prove that you were here at the very first TKO. Okay, here we go. Throw those beanbags. Get me a hole-in-one over there. Oh, almost. Yeah, right here. Right there. It's going to be number 41. Come on over here. Don't leave. No, don't leave. Come on over here. Ooh, that was close. They were just being really quiet. They're being real quiet. Oh, okay. Because she's the lucky one. She's lucky. 35. Yes, she is. You're drawing for me, too. Oh, I'm not in it. Yeah, buddy. Show me how it's done. One. Make it good. Out of the way. Don't get in the way. Oh, that was close. I'm thinking you guys should be over there practicing. Hey, where are you going? Oh yeah, you can't have that. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 more. We're gonna have 3 more. But I'll give you one of these. I'll give you one of those. Only if you'll throw a beanbag. Okay. And go pick a song. Wait. We have rules about lucky dogs. Because nobody else vote. Okay, all right. No, everybody's bringing these lucky dogs. The other dog was really lucky. Are you going to be lucky? You brought the lucky baby. We had lucky dogs, the lucky baby. Oh, yeah, don't throw the baby.
I'm stealing that. If I say it 3 times, it's mine.
Number 46, Travis Wiggin. That rings a bell. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that's awesome. Number 1 is still in there. That's good. That's not it. Yeah. 15, see? Oh, guess what? Number 1! Woo, buddy! 61, or no, that's 19. Oh, it is 61. You're right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Knockout World Premier Reining event. And I'm out.
Exhibitors, if you win, we want you in this winner's circle. Not only here, we want to capture an interview with you. You got a Rocky on one side. We got a young Elvis over here. Young, skinny Elvis. And I'll tell you what, this is where the money shots are.
TKO is amazing. It is so much fun to be able to come up to Nampa, Idaho.
So you can tell us about your winnings, your hard work, and how your run went here at the TKO.
This is draw 8, number 258, Wizen Cat, and Nicole Kent from Kuna, Idaho.
Folks, we're here with Nicole Kent. This is your rookie level 2 winner. We were talking just a little bit before this interview. Tell me where you're at on that ladder you're climbing in that rookie status.
I'm pretty close to leveling out of the rookie. By the end of this year, if I win just about $50 more, I'll be out of it.
$50 more, and then you got a whole nother ladder to climb.
And then the real fun begins. Yep.
I bet you're excited.
I'm very excited. Yeah, my horse Wizen Cat's been a really good gelding for me, but at the next level, we'll see where we go.
Bring it up from there.
Yep.
So, do you have any more runs this week at all?
Yes, I showed in the rookie slate 2 this morning, and then I'll go in the 3rd slate on Saturday.
Oh, nice. How was your run this morning?
It was good. We were another 70 sitting in 1st place, so there's still a lot of really good runs left to go.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
We want to see you back here in the winner's circle.
Let's have another conversation.
Okay, thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're here at the winner's circle, and this is the neat thing. This future of reining right here. How much do you love reining?
I like it a lot.
It's one of your funnest things to do in the world?
Yes.
And you ride a lot at home?
Yes.
That's awesome. So you've had some success at the TKO. How many times have you shown so far?
I've shown it 5 times.
5 times, but just here at the TKO, twice already?
3 times.
3 times here already?
Yes.
Holy cow. And out of those 3 times, let's hear about your winnings, because I understand you're the top of the short stirrups now.
Yes. So the first time I got a 60.5, I'm pretty sure. And then the second I got 59. And then the third time today I got a 69.5.
69.5. Holy cow, that's great for the short stirrups.
So I won second in the first 2, and then today I won first.
2 seconds in the first, and she is here. That's 3 times. 3 times a winner right here at the TKO. We are so happy to have you here in the winner's circle. Congratulations on your win, you and Spinning Chick. And keep showing. I want to interview you more.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you. So we are here with Jennifer Gilliam. Spinning Chick was the horse. Earlier in the week, we had some success. This is such a unique show with this TKO. You can actually win across the board and make more money than winning first place. Let's talk a little bit about that. You ended up second and third?
I believe so, yep. Won just over 4,000 in the novice horse non-pro, 2 and 3.
What does that mean for you and your horse coming here and being able to garner that much money? One horse across the levels.
Yep.
Is that your mom? You can answer that phone if it's your mom.
It's okay.
That's the only way we do these interviews.
Yeah, so she was my only one in it, and I actually brought her here with the goal of getting her over 10,000, and we did it. So I was really excited for that.
That's awesome. Made it over the $10,000 mark, and now honestly, one run $4,000, a little over 4,000.
Yep.
Right. So coming in here with already 6,001. How long did it take you to get that 6,000 on that horse?
I actually bought her, or she came from Rhodes River Ranch up there, and she had won that as a futurity horse, I believe, and then hadn't shown a whole lot, had a couple babies, and she is for my kids. But I was like, we should breed her and we should get her over 10,000. So I showed her the other weekend, showed her 2 times, won 1,000. I was like, okay, we're getting there. And then I saw this horse show and I'm like, we got to go give it a try because we could do it there.
The total knockout, winner's circle, changing lives, changing statistics. Thank you, Jennifer. If you missed the TKO, well, you're going to have a second chance to watch it. RFD TV and the Horse of the West will bring it to you September 11th and September 18th. That will be at 10:30 Eastern, which is 8:30 Mountain Time. So I'm here with the McBurneys. We've been trying to get an interview. You guys have had some problems. We've had flat tires and different things you've had to fix. It's been hard to connect. However, they've also been a little busy in the show pen. Jordan, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on this week. We just watched you come out of the show pen, out of the show ring right there with a 222, currently leading this division, this open. Talk about the week and how what the TKO is doing for you folks.
This was a super fun horse show. I mean, all of our non-pros had a blast. Everyone won money. We got to show multiple times. The mare I just showed, she got better every time I showed her. So she was super fun.
She was looking really good. Sean, let's talk to you a little bit. How has your week gone here at the TKO? And do you think this is a viable show? Do you enjoy the way the format's set up?
I was just talking to some people this morning and stuff like that, and I think it is. I think it's unique, that's for sure, and it's the first time. You never know till you try it, right? So anyways, I think if everybody offers enough support to the Kings and stuff like that for next year, I think it'll be a real good deal. So there's they're on to something.
I kind of think so. It's been fun to watch the classes starting off pretty slow and as far as numbers, and then man, as they, like you said, kind of getting a feel for it.
There's a lot of entries for the amount of horses here too, though.
Sure,
yes. So exactly. For the actually, with it prorated out with the horses and everything like that, there was almost 100 horses yesterday. So in the non-pro, so there's a lot of, for the amount of horses here, there was a lot entered. So
let's talk a little bit about Whiskey and Diamonds and how the program's going.
Yeah, he had his best year ever so far this year. So with him paid into all the reining and all the roving and everything like that, it's been really good. So
numbers are climbing. So If you need a good horse, you need to check out Whiskey and Diamonds.
Yep.
Thank you guys and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, I'm here with Corey Vokoun, all the way from Lincoln, Nebraska.
That's right.
Lincoln, I've been to Lincoln. That's a great town. They've got a great venue over there, too. Lincoln is set up nice. They host a lot of rodeos, a lot of reignings, all kinds of stuff goes on at that fairgrounds there. But let's talk about the TKO.
Yeah.
For you to drive that far, tell me what was the incentive and why you're here and how things are going.
Sure. Well, we showed here one time at the spring show at the Best Little Derby and had a blast. Loved the facility, the people. It's just a great show. And then when we saw these great prize purses added for this one, we made the trip.
So how's things going this week?
It's been great. We cashed a nice check in the novice horse non-pro on Wednesday. and picked up a little bit in the open yesterday. Today I'm somewhere around the 2,000 mark on my first horse, and I got another horse here in a few minutes.
We're going to call it a little over 2,000. We're going to let you go. Look how pretty she is, dressed up, show clothes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are here with Kim Nevin and Marco Ricotta. Some exciting things, Kim. Let's talk about this horse of yours. He was kind of a sleeper coming in here, as I understand. He comes in, how much money has he had on him as he coming into this show?
Less than $1,000.
Less?
He hasn't shown very much, and he's 7, right?
He's 7 years old, hasn't shown very much. Tell us a little bit what you thought was going to happen when you came here.
Well, I know that the horse has huge potential. We've owned a brother to him that's been really successful, and we've had him all his life, but he just hasn't been able to get shown because of health issues and things. So to have the opportunity to bring a horse here and run for this kind of money, especially when he hasn't had the opportunity before, it was really exciting.
Well, let's talk about the exciting. The score was a 222.
Yes, it was.
Wins a class in all 3 levels.
Yeah.
Level 1, 2, and 3. Tell us what the money the horse has on him now.
A little less than $13,000 now.
$11,000 made on one run. Marco, let's talk to you about the run. Tell us what you was thinking when you went into the pen on him. Did he feel good? How the run went, and just describe the way it went.
I've been riding him lately quite a bit and get him ready for her. So we kind of go in a non-pro mood. And when she says, Marco, do you want to show the horse? I say, well, why not, And so I kind of get on a little early, and then try to check all my buttons, speed him up a little bit. And then he was really good. I mean, he performed really good. It's a really nice horse. He's a stud, really good-minded, lots of style. Black, so he pay a lot when he's going inside the show pen.
Yeah, he had the chrome and you brought the heat. I'll tell you what, the TKO, that was a total knockout. You know what, it's been a total knockout for you guys so far this week with a little over 21,000 won between your family and your horse family. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Reining is a family, not just a function. That's what I've been talking about with these interviews and the places that we've been, the venues we've been to. Congratulations on your wins, and we hope to see you in the winner's circle here more down the road.
Thank you.
Here with Karina Carr, let's talk about it. Winner's Circle, TKO. What was the class that you won, and how excited are you to be here?
Well, I'm very excited to be here. The classes I won, I think, were the non-pro, the intermediate non-pro, and the prime time.
Then this is why I asked that question, because that's pretty cool. That's not one, that's 2,
Pretty
3.
cool.
That's a pretty good paycheck. We want to talk a little bit about what this show means, the TKO, and the added money that's here. George talks about in one of the interviews how the Europeans had this figured out, where you can come to an event and get a higher class of money that can possibly change world standings. Now, you're coming to us from our neighbors to the north, as we like to call you, out of Canada. You get how many shows a year that you get to go to?
We have normally 3 or 4 shows a year. We got a new show last year that they just started up for us, but we don't have a lot of shows, so we have to come down south. And to have a show like this for the aged horses is amazing, because normally the shows outside are derbies and futurities. So
how's the prize money compared to the shows that you're used to going to?
for the ancillary classes like the non-pro, we normally have 1,000 or 2,000 added, I think is the standard that we see. So coming here for 20,000 in the big non-pro class and 15 in the intermediate, I think is huge.
Yeah, 35,000 and across 2 classes. That is a big deal. Pretty neat. We are glad to have you here. Congratulations, and we wish you the best of luck on down the road.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Karina, as you ride out, I'm going to put a smile on your face. How about a score of 73 points? Diane Stewart, rookie winner.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about it. How was your run, and what are you thinking about the TKO?
So during the run, I was just thinking about it's the big arena. We don't get to show in the main arena very often, so I was very excited. So it was I just wanted to go out there and just do everything correctly. I've had a little bit of a rough rookie season, just 5 spins instead of 4 and just doing silly rookie stuff. So it was nice to just go in and be calm and collected. The TKO itself, gosh, what a blast. How cool is it to have 3 slates of rookie, 3 chances to give it a go and give it a try? So we are having a blast.
So that's a lot of fun, and that's great to talk about because of 3 slates and 3 chances to run at your level, and you're running for pretty decent money here. So where else can you do that? It's a lot of fun.
We won about $100 and almost $200 on Monday, so that is really exciting to add to our LTE. All the people, it's so great to reconnect with friends and family that you get to see at these big shows here at the Nampa shows. So far, it's just been an absolute blast.
Best of luck to you, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sydney Weaver, let's talk about the TKO and how your experience is coming so far. We just snagged her right out of the show pen. She just showed in this last set, and we're like, hey, we need an interview with the champion. So here we are at the winner's circle. How's the TKO been?
TKO is amazing. It is so much fun to be able to come up to Nampa, Idaho with a great group of people. And, the crew that runs this show is absolutely second to none. And they make your show experience so fantastic and wonderful that it's great to be able to bring our horses, and the ground's good from day one. And the music's always awesome. So it's a great place to come and show.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your winnings so far this week.
Okay, winning's always a good thing. It's always a fun thing. And, we kicked off Monday with the win in the Intermediate Open. So that was pretty fun, in that outdoor coverall. And, this week we still have the novice horse and the non-pro and the intermediate non-pro. So we still have a few things that are on the list. But, yeah, we kicked it off the right way for sure.
Thanks, Sydney.
Hey, thanks.
Folks, I'm here with Marie O'Neill. What a neat story we've got with her and Big Bad John. Novice horse, novice open horse, winning the money. Now, what I understand is the old boy is kind of a debut to get him out and get him running. Let's talk a little bit about your run.
Very true, very true. He's a 7-year-old stallion by HF Mobster that really just had a rough start in his training career. He had a little bit of soundness issues, just was on and off lame all the time, and I was still on maternity leave when I put my foot in my mouth about 2 months ago. I wasn't riding yet, and I said, we need to ride this horse. We need to get him ready for the TKO. I really want to do this, and yeah, here we are.
Well, that was pretty neat. What a great run it was, too, watching Big Bad John come out. Of course, we've been doing these song requests, and I'd seen it on there. They hadn't actually turned in a song request to start off, and this is kind of a neat story, too. So, of course, Big Bad John's the name. That's what I put in. And all of a sudden, it was your groom or somebody your assistant comes up. Connor comes up, talks to me, and he says, how about if we add this other song? And he says, can you do it in a 2-part? That worked out fun. It was neat. So let's talk about the winnings. Over $5,000 won. New mom. Debut with the horse. That's going to buy a lot of diapers for the baby.
Right. Well, we're trying to add a little bit more to it on Saturday with the open class, so hopefully our little boy's set for at least a year.
Oh, I imagine they grow fast. Well, congratulations on the run. Congratulations on the money. Congratulations on a new baby. That's the most important.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Marie. I'm here with Jenny and Marco Ricotta. I got to tell you what, they have had a great show here at the TKO. Let's talk about what's been going on. I mean, this week has gone kind of fast and wild for you. Let's start off, Jenny, with what your accomplishments have been thus far on your own.
On Wednesday, I won the level 1 and 2 novice horse, and then third in the level 3.
Oh, very nice. Now, payout on that one.
Almost 10,000.
Almost
Oh,
10,000.
short.
That's pretty dang cool. That's really neat. Marco, let's talk about your run yesterday. You had a big run yesterday.
Yes.
And that was Thursday,
really,
and that was a big run.
Yeah, so it was sure a non-pro horse. I kind of got in last minute like a catch rider, but it's really nice horse. So I won all 3 level, 1, 2, and 3.
And the score was a 222, if I remember right.
Yep.
That was a nice run, beautiful run. Now that paid just about $11,000.
A little bit over 11,000, yeah.
So between the two, combined on those 2 runs alone, you're looking at $21,000, a little over $21,000. So the week's been going pretty good, and we've got more runs coming up.
Yep.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Folks, I am here with a neat story. Ashley Weaver. Let's talk about it. How has the TKO been for you?
It was great. Any show that George and this crew puts on, if I see it, I'm always here. It's always a good time. This is like a big horse show family to me. I love the facility. You know, here's a tip. If there's a horse show here, you want to come. I promise.
Let's talk about the Total Knockout, because yesterday, something happened with the co-champion. Tell us a little bit about your run and the co-champion and how you guys decided upon the prizes.
So me and Stephanie Parath, who is a great friend, we ended up tying for the championship in the the non-pro class last night, the 20,000 added. And both of our mares have had a rough couple of weeks. We've been showing the heck out of those things. So we chose to take the, better for the horse. Let's just let co-champion. And George was like, well, we can't end that way. And I was like, are we going to box? Or, I don't
It's a
really
TKO, yeah.
I don't want to hit my friend,
Right.
but if I have to. So George came on the idea that we hula hooped it out. So I was a little bit nervous. I've never had hula hoop skills before, but apparently that could be my side gig because I went for a full 2 minutes.
And what does Happy Gilmore say? It's all in the hips.
Yeah, it's all in the hips, it's belt buckle and everything. But we divvied up the prizes and
It was exciting to watch. Let's talk a little bit about the prize money that you've won currently in the show. Let's see your tally is where?
so I won $1,200. I had a little bit of a rough go in the novice horse the other day, but she still drew me a check for about $1,200. And then last night we won close to $11,000. So I'm going home with a little over, $12,500, something like that.
Okay, now out of the reining horse shows that you typically get to go to, has there ever been one where you can come and run for this much money at a time?
Not category 1. So that's a real good incentive for people to load up their horses and come here next year. Because category 1 is kind of the backbone of our sport. Your local shows, stuff like that. And you just don't get a run for that much money. So load them up and come.
Well, and the great thing about it too, talking about that, with 3 shows here, come to the low roller in the fall, come to the Derby in the spring, get your horse acclimated to the area, to the arena, and come win some money at the TKO.
Heck yeah.
Congratulations and safe travels home.
Okay, thanks, Dusty.
Stephanie Porth from Idaho Falls.
Folks, I'm here with Jackson and Stephanie Porth. It's been kind of fun. And Steph, we're going to start off with you a little bit because I've been calling you champion every time I see you since the Derby. You've been just winning. You've had a great season going. The low roller was good to you. Coming into the TKO, let's talk a little bit about what happened here at the TKO for you.
I have a mare that we've been pretty blessed to have. She did well in the novice horse level 3 and did well in the non-pro class.
So when you say done well, let's talk about your placings.
She won both of them, and we were tied first in the non-pro.
Now that's pretty neat. That's doing well. Let's talk about some payouts, some paychecks on that horse.
She won about $3,600, I think, in the novice horse, and $5,600 maybe in the non-pro.
Just right around 10,000,
Yeah.
9,000, some change right there. Jackson, now let's move on a little bit and talk about your week. Man, watch you come in and early on in the class to set the bar pretty dang high with a 225 score. And I was watching that leaderboard change below you. I didn't see it ever get there. You hung on to that score for the entire run in the entire class. Tell us about your ride.
I was very lucky and blessed to show that horse. Customer of mine, a youth kid that rides with me, and he's a very, very talented youth kid. He's been riding that horse for 2 years, and I have not really schooled that horse or showed that horse. And I don't have that horse in training. He shows up and takes lessons on him. And it was the night of the draw, at the draw, they asked me if I wanted to show it, and I said, heck yeah, I want to show that thing. I think it surprised a lot of people what that horse could do, and it was fun.
It looked so smooth. It was picture perfect. That was such a neat ride. As I was sitting in the booth watching the scores come in, and 75.5 was the first one came, and I went, whoa, we better watch this. and it rolled out. Congratulations, Jackson. Let's talk about the payout on that class.
That horse won right around $6,500. I won money here and there on others. I won one of the open classes on a different horse.
Right around the 20,000 mark, you think?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. You know, when we was watching the stories as they unfold here, this TKO is a different event. This is a different reining event than anything that you've seen before. We enjoy it. We can't wait to get back to it. We'll see you guys at the Low Roller in the fall.
All right. Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
It's been a long, bumpy ride sitting back in the saddle. It's time to get down, dirty up our knees into battle. Oh, come on, round up the boys, gonna make the walls rattle. Oh, our flag is tattered and our bones are shattered, but it doesn't matter 'cause we're moving forward. Round 'em up, let's go. Round 'em up, let's go.
Yo, Adrian. Just kidding. No, it's me, your host for the TKO. Let's talk about the TKO. We have had an exciting week here for the inaugural TKO, Total Knockout World Premier Reining event. We had the big rides, the big slides, we had spinning and winning. Started off the week with Cowboy Church.
Is there any forgiveness for the things I've done?
Now we took you on a tour of the facility. We had a blast at the draw parties.
All right, a 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, buddy.
And we got to see a lot of winners, a lot of lead changes, a lot of money. Man, the money was big here. Your friends are going to be talking about it.
Here's a tip. If there's a horse show here, you want to come. I promise.
Lots of champions crowned here this week at the TKO. Brought to you by the Great Western Reining Horse Association. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Round 'em up, let's go. Round 'em up, let's go.
Let's get ready to TKO.